Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars, and I've got an 84 K5 Blazer that I'm helping my buddy Jay sell. And this is a super cool truck. Somebody put a 383 stroker in it, 700R Ford transmission, and it just boogies. It's got Recaro style seats, and it did have the engine and transmission that they put in. They took out the transfer case. It does not have four-wheel drive anymore. It doesn't have the transfer case, nor does it have the drive. There goes the, sorry, I never finished that sentence. The drive shaft. A little distracted with all the construction around here, trying to figure out which way I want to go to take this thing for a quick little drive for you guys. But it fires right up. Fuel gauge is showing that it's got half a tank of gas. Well, and there I go. She's still warming up, to be honest. There we go. See if I can take it for a little drive. We may come back to that church right there. So get the real experience of riding the car with me here. The steering on this is just got a touch of play. Looks like the front end may have a bushing or something that feels like it could be replaced. The engine sounds like a beast. Transmission shifts through all the gears smoothly. I think the speedometer's working. We're probably doing about 35 or 40 right now. That's the speed limit. I'm just going to use this church parking lot here to pull in and show you around real quick. Easy driver. Power steering works great. It's got headers and an exhaust. And let me just show you how easy this thing steers. One finger, I got my thumb on there. And like I said, I just cranked her up and pulled her out of the driveway cold, so that's why it hesitated earlier. Once it warms up, it runs great. So he just had the rear window fixed. Let's see. So we push the button. Nice. All the way down, all the way back up. A little crunchy, but it works. When you go to pull on the hood here, it comes out farther than it's really supposed to. Just wanted to show that, but it does work. I wanted to pop the hood and show you the engine while it's still running. Nice and clean under here. Vortec V8. He's telling me it's a 383 stroked engine. It's got a newer compressor on it for air conditioning. It is not hooked up. The heater hoses are also not hooked up. Long tube headers, power brakes, power steering, newer alternator, carburetor looks new. That sounds real nice under the hood. This is not a perfect truck by any means, but they are not. He's not asking a perfect truck price either. Tailgate opens up. Doing a quick walk around, and I'll shut it off. You can hear me a little bit better. to me, the idea on this truck is the value. I know it doesn't have four-wheel drive, so that takes a little bit of a hit, but it's a great driver. It's got brand new tires on it. They look a little small. They look good. It just depends on the look that you're going for. And of course, you could always sell them, get a little bit larger tire. The wheels look amazing. It looks like it's got a newer paint job. I would call it a driver quality paint job and a budget paint job. And it looks pretty good as a budget paint job. So when you get right up on it, you're going to see imperfections. Actually, I marveled at how nice this looked. Everything except for the hood. I think they could have just maybe done a touch better job. So there's a little bubbling under the paint on the hood here and there, basically some here, and just where they could have blocked it better before they painted it, kind of all in this area. So just want to be really honest about that. And then you go walk around the rest of the truck and it looks awesome. I mean, the paint looks great here. Mirrors got painted as well. Trim got painted. I mean, they did paint over the weather stripping, and when you roll the windows up, you'll see a little overspray on there too. But bottoms of the doors look good. There's a spot down here that's just a little bit crusty, and a little touch of body work there that got painted over. Down the side looks really good. Maybe just a little scuff there. I bet that probably could be buffed off. I went ahead and opened up the tailgate and just wanted to show a little crusty there at the bottom, but really actually in pretty good shape. This is one of the places where these are known to rust, all along the back and along the bottom of these tailgates, and this one's in pretty good shape. Looks like they did a little body work there to cover one probably rust hole potentially, and other than that, it looks awesome. Looks really good back here. Still got the original back seat. This is another thing, is just how clean this is on top. I mean, original steel looks awesome. He just had that back window service, and they can be a real pain. The key is missing here. Has a tow hitch installed. It's been welded on. Continuing on around to the other side, same as the other side. The sides look great. A little bit of checking here, just a touch. And honestly, a wet sand and buff on this will probably bring it up to another level. I think if you wanted it to look absolutely perfect, driver quality paint, you might take some attention with the hood. The rest of the car is awesome. And really, honestly, from 15, 20 feet away, the whole truck looks really good. So, bottom of the door on this side, also in great shape. Looks like they replaced the rocker on this side. You can see that was welded in, and it looks good as well. Go underneath real quick, get on this nice hot Georgia asphalt. And the frame here is in great shape. I don't see any rust, except this battery box is the only spot that I saw when we were looking at it before. And this is really clean looking underneath. Disc brakes, of course, in the front. Inner fender well. Nothing notable to point out except that it looks nice and clean. Rockers going down the side. I'm going to lay all the way up under here. You can see this rocker was reinforced. There's a little bit of Georgia red clay there. That is not rust. So pretty solid underneath here. Frame rails, mounts, cab mount looks good here. Cab mount looks good here. No rust around. There's your front end. Like I said, the transfer case is missing. It does not have four-wheel drive. This is the original floor pan and all original steel under here. This is where I think this vehicle really shines. This is a great, solid, surviving vehicle with very minimal rust. Looks like a spot was patched here with some fiberglass on the floor. The rest of this frame looks great. I wanted to just really camp out under here for a minute so you guys could see the condition of these original floor pans and everything. Driver's side rear fender well looks good. Again, really easy to see inside here. Very clean. Underneath the back, same thing. I was really impressed with how clean it is and basically rust free. This is original steel again. Gas tank looks good. Scoot around to the other side. And same thing here. A little bit of dirt up in there where the tire spun, but these are the original inner fender wells, and everything back here looks great. When I've looked at Blazers in the past, they have a brand new upholstery or something inside. They might look nicer, and then underneath they're all rusted out, like all in this area, and like this back here oftentimes is rusted out. Look at how clean this original steel is. It is in such good shape underneath. I think that this truck will be worth buying just for the body in a lot of ways. And just be a really cool truck to drive with two-wheel drive. Going down to the passenger side, again, I'm going to scoot back up under here. They did replace this rocker panel. There's some dirt under here. Again, Georgia red clay. Mounts on this side look good. Mounts over here look good as well. Very consistent all the way. The condition of this vehicle. So other than this patch that I showed you earlier from the others, I was on the other side when I showed you. Other than that, underneath here, I don't see any rust besides that typical battery box spot. That's the only place that I would fix. So inside, door panels, old school, got some kind of gator covering on them. Like I said, we've got the Recaro seats. The carpet in here looks pretty good. Shifter's still there. Aftermarket gauges, I think that the temp gauge may be working. That may be it. Glove box is present, including the VIN number there, which is really cool. The original sticker is also the build sticker, and I'll take a solid picture of it, of course. A still picture of it is also right there. Gonna grab this handle and, oh, actually first, there we go. So that folds up to get into the back, and got some carpet here. Like I said, these floor pans are in great shape. Original seat. Oh, I need to watch out doing that. Let's see if I push this in and push up, it folds up easily. This is the original rear seat, which I really appreciate is in here. And if this was going to be mine, I'd probably take the Recaro style seats out, put the original seats back in. So, but look at this floor pan, incredible. And that back seat's probably due for some upholstery, but it could be cleaned up. At least I don't see any tears in it. Headliner has a gator matching a there we go. We're just wrapping up here. Turn the key in the on position. We got power windows. We just had serviced, and it needs new weather stripping. See that they're and he was saying once it got to about, yeah, that's what it was, because it really needs weather stripping on the track, but the motors work, which is good. Other side, and like I said, you can see as that window comes up that there's some overspray on it. A little slow, but it goes all the way up. And like I said, some new weather stripping and some grease in the tracks, and it would be great. Seats scoot forward and backward. Looks like the speedometer's hooked up. Fuel gauge is working. It's supposed to have a radio in here working too, but I don't know if I could catch a signal with it. You can hear it beeping there. I need to figure out putting a CD into it. So, well, there you have it. 1984 Chevy Blazer. This is a cool truck, and I think it's gonna make somebody a really fun toy. We're at PeachTreeClassicCars.com. Give me a call. Look forward to hearing from you.